So with today's exercise being the last exercise for this week, we're looking at how rotation comes into our movement as well. We've looked at first earlier in the week, forward and back movement, and then we've looked at sideways movement. And now we're looking at how rotation comes in and combines those things and gives us the ability to walk and run at speed. So if we look at someone from behind, and you think about what happens when you step off one of your legs. So if you step off your left leg, your pelvis is going to rotate towards the left. It's going to go that way. And your rib cage is going the opposite way, going to the right. And then your head will follow where your pelvis goes to some degree. So what that looks like is if I step off my left leg, my pelvis is going this way, but my rib cage is coming this way, and then my head stays straight on to look at where I'm going. So for a lot of people, this is something that they can struggle to connect with at times. And sometimes that's just because of mobility. And so today's mobilizing exercise will be to wake up some of this counter rotation. So with your exercise, it's good to have a before and after test just to feel a difference. That could be walking as well, but it's good to always have something so that you can see if the exercise made a difference for you. And that's something that throughout the week, you might have noticed that one particular day has been more helpful than others, and then that's the one you want to work on. So if you say aren't going for a walk, one of the things you can do is just get into that walking position. And you're just going to compare left and right and just look to see how stable you feel. Do you feel like you're going to fall over, or do you feel pretty sturdy? Sturdy enough that you could like look around, you could look up, down, sideways, and are you going to fall? That's kind of what you're looking for. So we're going to do this on the ground. So if I push with my right leg, like I'm rotating my hips. So my hips are going to the left. It's like I'm trying to push myself to roll over, but instead of rolling over, just my hips go. My left hip is off the ground as well, so it's just my left heel touching, but this hand is going to be reaching up to the sky. So it's making my chest rotate to the right, but my pelvis is going to the left. And you're going to feel some back muscles kick in. Try and find a sense of ease with your breathing and try and be here pretty relaxed. This other hand just resting on the ground. And think of it like a stretch. It's like I'm dangling off this right leg. I'm not holding any tension anywhere as far as trying to hold myself up. I'm just dangling off this right leg. If I switch sides, same thing. Rotating, letting myself dangle down, and then reaching up with this right arm. It might feel like quite a simple exercise, but keeping your hips off the ground while staying relaxed is the hard part. And then trying to counter rotate with this right arm. So I'm really trying to touch that ceiling up there. Cool. So after that, come back. You could do a few reps per side. And you come back into this position. And then you can look around again and test. And you can look to see what your balance feels like. Or just go for your walk and it might feel like you can rotate a little bit easier.